When we talk about business documents, what we're referring to are the organizational and governing documents for your entity. We call them business documents or corporate documents, but they apply for corporations, limited liability companies, limited liability partnerships, general partnerships, and limited partnerships. General partnership does not have to have a partnership agreement, but it's usually a good idea to have a limited liability company, a limited liability partnership, and a limited partnership must have official documents. Public documents, those are the ones that are filed with the Secretary of State. There are varying rules among the states on how those are accessible to the public, but one thing that you need to keep in mind is those that are filed in the public domain, all of the information on there is public. So often people will come to an attorney to have their entity formed because then that information is not put out into the public domain. Or annual reports are required for many states for different types of entities. That information also is public. Then you have the private documents. And even though these private documents do not have to be filed with any official body, they still must be. You must have them and you must maintain those. And that is where the real rubber hits the road for a company. What do those documents contain? Do they set out what you want the company to aspire to? Does it provide for growth? Does it provide flexibility? Does it set out how decisions will be made? And a lot of thought should go into those documents so that you can head off possible problems down the road. Anything that you can anticipate early on before it happens will save you time and money. Those documents also should be living documents in that they are referred to, they are tweaked, they are modified, and they are maintained, and you know what they contain. If something is an issue that you anticipate might come up later, but it is not something that you're worried about now, make a tab, put a reserved section, and then you will have to come back to that later. But then when you do come back to it later, you'll know what was supposed to be in that section or the topic. And an annual review of your documents is really the best way to keep on top of these. So that's your business documents in a nutshell.